Before I started this channel, I did what I always do when I enter a new market. I studied it. Hundreds of videos, thousands of comments, as a complete outsider. And I kept seeing the same thing. Creators with real talent, real passion, showing up consistently, doing everything right, and going absolutely nowhere. You can have the talent, you can have the passion, you can put in the work every single week, and still the channel stays dead. I saw it over and over. So, as a serial entrepreneur, I stopped asking, do you have what it takes? That's the wrong question. The real question is, are you playing the right game? Because most creators are playing it like a hobby with hope. But if you want to monetize, hope is not the strategy. A system is. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that system looks like.
Let me tell you what YouTube actually is. It is not a stage. It is not a talent show. It is a machine, a piece of software running on data. It runs on machine learning, which means it has one job: keep people watching. That's it. That is the only thing it optimizes for. It doesn't care how long you spent editing. It doesn't care how much heart you put into the script. It reads signals: click-through rate, watch time, comeback rate. That's the language it speaks. And here is the part that stings. You can work harder than anyone on that platform, and if those signals are weak, the machine buries you, silently, without explanation. Now, you might say, but that one video blew up and I didn't even try on it. I hear this all the time in the comments, and I want you to think about what you're actually saying. That video didn't blow up because you didn't try. It blew up because accidentally the signals were right. The thumbnail made people click. They stayed. They came back. The machine noticed. The machine learning does not care about your heart. It does not understand emotion. It does not reward suffering. It is not cruel. It is just completely indifferent. So the hard truth is this: no signals, no distribution. Doesn't matter how good the video is. Doesn't matter how long you worked on it. Weak signals, the machine moves on. Once I understood this, really understood it, everything changed about how I thought about building this channel. And that shift starts with one word: system. Let me show you.
Here is the pattern I saw repeated in thousands of comments, and I want you to be honest with yourself, because you probably recognize this. You upload a video, you feel excited, you refresh the analytics every hour. The first day looks okay. Day 2, nothing. Day 3, dead. And the excitement turns into anxiety. So what do? You tell yourself, the next one will be better, the next one will land, and you upload again, running on hope, still with no system underneath. This is what I call running on emotional fuel: excitement, devastation, hope. Repeat. It is a cycle, and cycles without direction are just expensive ways to stay in the same place. Think about it this way. Imagine you pitch a startup to a VC, and your entire strategy is, we believe in it and we'll keep going. What does that VC do? He walks out, because belief is not a business plan. Passion is not a growth strategy, and I'll keep going is not a system. Your channel is no different. Every functioning business, every single one, runs on a loop: build, measure, adjust. Build, measure, adjust. You don't pray and publish. You test and iterate. The creators who are still here in 2 years are not the most passionate ones. They're the ones who stopped running on feeling and built an engine instead. So the question is not whether you have the passion. I'm sure you do. The question is, do you have the system to back it up? Because that is what separates a hobby from a business. I want to be clear about something first. If YouTube is your hobby, genuinely your hobby, that is completely valid. Enjoy it. There is nothing wrong with creating for the love of it. But the moment you say, I want to monetize this, the moment money enters the conversation, everything changes. You just started a business, whether you feel ready or not. And most creators never make that mental switch. They want the results of a business, the income, the audience, the brand, but they are still operating like a hobbyist. That gap is where channels go to die. So what does treating your channel like a business actually mean? It starts with one thing before anything else: niche clarity. Who are you talking to? What problem do you solve for them? Be specific. I make videos about life is not a niche. I help first-time founders survive their first VC meeting. That is a niche. One of those the algorithm can place. The other one it ignores. Second, a repeatable content system. Not, I'll upload when I have something good. That is a hobby schedule. A system means topic pipeline, production cadence, the same process every single time. Think of it like a SaaS product. You don't ship features randomly when inspiration hits. You have a roadmap, a sprint, a release cycle. Your content cadence is exactly the same thing. Third, thumbnail and title testing. These are not decoration. They are your storefront. If nobody clicks, nobody watches. And if nobody watches, the machine never even gets started. You test 2 thumbnails. You look at which one gets clicked more. You make the decision the data tells you to make, not the one your ego prefers. That is how a business operates its storefront. And fourth, retention analysis. Where do people drop off your video? At 2 minutes? At 30 seconds? That is your product telling you exactly where it breaks. Listen to it. Niche, system, thumbnails, retention. These are not optional extras for when your channel grows. These are the foundation. You build on them from day one, or you build on nothing. Persistence without these 4 things is not a strategy. It is just expensive stubbornness. You are funding your own stagnation with your time, and time is the one thing you cannot get back. So call it what it is. If it's a hobby, own that and enjoy it. If it's a business, treat it like one, starting now, not when you hit 1,000 subscribers, now. So let's get concrete. 3 shifts. Not theories, not motivation, 3 things you can change about how you operate, starting with the next video you make. Stop starting with the camera. Start with the search bar. Before you make a single video, find out if anyone is already looking for what you want to make. In the startup world, we call this product market fit. On YouTube, it's blood in the water. The demand already exists. Your job is to find it before you spend 40 hours producing a video nobody searched for. Test the title. Test the thumbnail concept. Check what already ranks for that topic. If the demand is there, then produce. Demand first, content second, every time. Look at your existing videos. Which ones performed best? Not which ones you worked hardest on, not which ones you're most proud of, which ones the audience actually chose. Those top performers are telling you something. The format worked. The angle worked. The audience recognized themselves in it. Your entire next content cycle should be built around understanding why and repeating it. Everything else, the videos that flatlined, that is not failure. That is data. It told you what the market does not want from you right now. File it, move on. Double down on what works. Most creators do the opposite. They chase variety, a new format every week, a new topic every upload, trying to find what works by doing everything at once. That is not a strategy. That is panic. Find your top 20%, reverse engineer it, rebuild your pipeline around it. That is how you go from random results to a repeatable growth engine. It is not complicated. It just requires discipline. This is the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop treating your uploads as performances. You are not on stage being judged. You are running an experiment. A scientist does not feel devastated when an experiment returns unexpected results. They write it down, they adjust the variables, they run the next test. That is exactly how you need to treat every upload. Low views on a video is not a verdict on you as a creator. It is feedback on that specific hypothesis. The angle did not land. The timing was off. The title did not connect. Now you know. Adjust and go again. When you operate this way, validate, double down, hypothesize, something shifts. You stop dreading the upload. You stop waiting for permission from the algorithm. You are running the experiment. You are in control. 3 shifts. Validate before you produce. Double down on your top 20%. Treat every upload as a hypothesis. That is the entire operating system. Simple, hard to do, worth it. But there is one more thing that will sabotage all of this, even if you do everything right, and most creators never talk about it. We're going there next. That shadow I mentioned, the thing that sabotages everything, even when your system is right, it has a name. It is your ego. And right now, as a solo creator, it is working against you. Here is what the creator journey actually looks like from the inside. You are doing everything alone. The writing, the recording, the editing, the thumbnails, the strategy. One person, every single role. And when you are that alone with your work, the work starts to feel like you. The video is not just a video anymore. It is your idea, your effort, your identity. And that is where the ego moves in. So when the data says the video underperformed, your ego hears something different. It hears you underperformed. You are not good enough. And instead of adjusting, you defend. You defend the format that is not working. You defend the thumbnail style you prefer. You defend the topic angle you are comfortable with. And while you're defending, the channel stays exactly where it is. The loneliness makes it worse. When there is no team to challenge you, no co-founder to push back, your ego has no natural check. It grows quietly in the silence, unchallenged, unchecked. So your ego starts making decisions for you. It picks the thumbnail you like, not the one that tests better. It protects the format you are comfortable with, not the one the audience responds to. Here is what putting your ego in the bin actually means. It means the data gets the vote, not your feelings. It means you can look at a video you loved making and say, it did not work. Next. It means you can pivot a format without feeling like you are betraying yourself. It means you can read a brutal comment and extract the signal from it, instead of either collapsing or dismissing it. The creators who grow are not the ones without ego. Everyone has ego. They are the ones who learn to catch it before it makes the decision. That is the skill. That is what separates operators from performers. Put your ego in the bin, not your confidence, your ego. Your confidence says, I can build this. Your ego says, I already know how. One of those builds a channel. The other one protects a feeling.
So, back to the title. Are you meant to be a YouTuber? I am going to give you the straight answer. No performance, no cliffhanger. Just the answer. If you are looking for a creative outlet, YouTube is not for you as a business. If you want to go viral on passion alone, YouTube is not for you as a business. If you are not prepared to treat it like one, YouTube is not for you as a business. But if you can treat it the way a founder treats a startup, emotionally detached from individual uploads, obsessed with the system, honest enough to let the data lead, then yes, you are meant to be here. The creators who make it are not the most talented ones in the room. They are not the most passionate. They are the ones who stopped performing and started operating. That is the whole game. This channel exists for one type of creator, the ones who are done with hope as a strategy, The ones who want to build something real, with a system, with data, with the scars to prove it works. If that is you, subscribe. Not because I asked you to, because this is the room you have been looking for. Founders who value execution over hope. That is who we are here. I will see you in the next one. And in the next one, we go deeper into the system. No hope, no hype, just the work.